Have you ever experienced that unsettling gut feeling that someone close to you, a friend, a colleague, or even a family member, doesn't actually like you? On the surface, they smile, they talk, and they behave normally, but something just feels off. It's almost as if they're wearing a mask. And what if, behind that mask, there's hidden resentment, jealousy, or even hate? In this video, we're going to break down the 5 clear signs that someone close to you secretly dislikes you, and, more importantly, how you can protect yourself from their concealed negativity. Human relationships are complex. Very rarely do people come right out and say, "I don't like you." Instead, they hide behind politeness, forced laughter, fake smiles, or passive-aggressive comments. But if you train yourself to read between the lines, you'll start to recognize the truth that lies beneath the surface. Sign number 1. Their support feels fake. When someone genuinely cares about you, you can feel their support. They celebrate your wins, they encourage your growth, and they want to see you succeed. But someone who secretly harbors dislike will do the opposite, though in subtle ways. They may congratulate you, but their tone will come across as flat, forced, or sarcastic. They might throw out comments like, "Wow, you finally did something right," leaving you with the sense that their words don't match their true feelings. Instead of offering a genuine compliment, they might downplay your achievements with dismissive remarks such as, "That's nothing. Anyone could do that." This is what's known as backhanded support. On the surface, it looks like they're being nice, but underneath, they're quietly chipping away at your confidence. How do you spot it? Pay close attention to how you feel after sharing good news with them. Do you walk away feeling uplifted, encouraged, and supported? Or do you feel drained, doubted, or subtly diminished? That emotional reaction is often far more honest than the words they speak. Sign number 2. Subtle sabotage. A person who secretly hates you will rarely attack you head-on. Instead, they'll resort to small but deliberate acts of sabotage. They might forget to pass along important information. They may give you the wrong details and later cover it up with, "Oh, I thought I told you." They could even set you up to look bad in front of others, pointing out a tiny mistake loudly or making a cutting joke at your expense. This is passive aggression at work. It's sneaky and it's always deniable. If you try to confront them, they'll brush it off with excuses like, "Relax, I was just joking," or, "Oops, honest mistake." How do you spot it? Look for patterns. One mistake can happen to anyone, but if things keep going wrong, whenever they're involved, it's not coincidence. It's intentional. Sign number 3. They compete instead of connect. A true friend or loved one genuinely wants to share in your happiness. But someone who secretly dislikes you will twist every moment into a competition. You land a new job, and instead of celebrating you, they immediately start bragging about theirs. You share a joyful moment, and they rush to one-up you with something bigger. Rather than truly listening, they're simply waiting for their turn to prove they're better. This constant need to compete is driven by jealousy and insecurity. They don't want to connect with you, they want to outshine you. How to spot it? Pay attention to how conversations with them feel. Do they flow naturally with mutual sharing and listening? Or do they feel like a race where they're always trying to prove they're ahead? Sign number 4. Disrespect in disguise. One of the clearest signs of hidden hatred is subtle but consistent disrespect, often masked as humor or casual remarks. They might make jokes at your expense, especially in front of others. They may roll their eyes, sigh, or show visible irritation whenever you speak. They'll interrupt you constantly or talk over you without hesitation. At its core, disrespect is their way of saying, "I don't value you." Of course, they'll cover it up with excuses like, "Don't be so sensitive," or, "Relax, I was just kidding." But the intention is clear. How to spot it? Once again, look for patterns. If the jokes are always at your expense, if the interruptions are always aimed at you, then it isn't humor. It's hostility cleverly disguised as laughter. Sign number 5. They withdraw emotionally. Hatred isn't always loud or obvious. Sometimes it's completely silent. A person who secretly hates you may begin to pull away gradually. They stop sharing personal details about their life. Conversations with them become shallow, forced, and lacking warmth. They avoid spending time with you unless it's absolutely necessary, and even when they are present, you can sense their emotional absence. It feels as if they've built an invisible wall between you and them. They don't argue, they don't joke, and they don't engage. They simply shut down. How to spot it? Pay close attention to energy. If you notice that they seem alive, expressive, and fully engaged with others, but flat, cold, or distant with you, that's a silent signal of hidden dislike. Why do people hide their hatred? You might wonder, if someone truly hates me, why don't they just admit it? The truth is, most people won't. They don't want to look like the bad guy. They may still need something from you, money, connections, social status, or they may simply lack the courage to be honest. So instead, they put on a mask. Politeness on the outside, resentment simmering on the inside. What should you do? Realizing that someone close to you secretly hates you can be painful, but protecting yourself is crucial. Here's how. Trust your instincts. If something feels off, don't ignore it. Your intuition often picks up on subtle signals long before your conscious mind notices them. Set firm boundaries. Don't allow toxic people to repeatedly sabotage you, disrespect you, or drain your energy. Protect your peace. Don't feed the drama. Their hidden resentment thrives when you react emotionally. Refuse to give them the satisfaction of seeing you lose control. Stay calm, protect your energy, and don't let negativity consume you. 4. Choose your circle wisely. Surround yourself with people who celebrate your success, encourage your growth, and uplift you, instead of those who compete with you or belittle your achievements. Life is far too short to waste on individuals who secretly resent you. Recognizing these 5 signs gives you the power to step back, protect yourself, and invest only in relationships that are authentic, supportive, and nurturing. Always remember this. When someone secretly hates you, it reveals far more about them than it does about you. Their jealousy, insecurity, and bitterness are reflections of their inner struggles. Those burdens belong to them, not to you. So, pay attention to the signs, guard your peace, and surround yourself with people who genuinely want to see you succeed, grow, and thrive.